if we ask that what do you understand by this, please just open your mic and then Vatsala will choose it who will give the answer. Okay, do not rush up and create a chaos as it will be very much difficult for that one. So now we will be starting with chapter number 6, which is common driving mistakes. Anyone in the class who can tell me about like what do you understand by common driving mistakes, or if you have seen any driving mistakes which are being done by either the fellow passengers the or your own
May I say?
family. Yeah,
May I
please tell your name and then you can share the answer with us.
My name is Bhanupriya, and I have seen many people crossing the roads when I go to PTM for the in the school. I see many people crossing the roads in the red light only. They do not follow the traffic lights. So, when it is green, we have to go. They start going at red only.
Red light, if you are saying, and I guess red light is when the traffic should stop. The car should stop so that the pedestrian can cross.
Ma'am,
Whereas
may
if
I?
there's green line, we are not allowed
There
to
is,
cross it.
but there, but whenever I go for PTM with my father or my uncle, I see many people going on the red light only.
Okay.
Ma'am, may I?
So, yes.
Ma'am, some of the
Ma'am, may I?
people,
Uh,
ma'am, when in the morning I go to school, ma'am, or any
yes.
other place, ma'am, before lockdown, ma'am, some of the people jump the red light. Ma'am, when it is turned off another side of road, ma'am, they also cross the red light.
You are very much right that people do. They cross the red light and all.
Ma'am,
Anyone
may I?
else?
Ma'am, may I?
Ma'am, can I tell?
Yes. Yes.
Ma'am, Jia
Ma'am,
Kumar.
my name is
Let first Priya Kumar let her complete. Then anyone
Ma'am,
else
my
can always answer.
Ma'am, my name is Jia Kumar.
Sorry,
Ma'am,
Priya.
sometimes people don't wear seatbelt and do over speeding.
Yeah, that
Ma'am,
also happens.
can I tell?
Yeah.
Ma'am, in the red light when no one is there and the road is fully empty, there is red light, but the people don't think about the red light and
They
break the
jump
signal.
the red light. That is also right. So what we are basic what now what we will basic what now we will be studying now is what are all the driving mistakes we see, like as the few of you mentioned, like people don't wear seat belts, they cross the road even when the light is green, and they jump the signals if the road is empty. You are all very much right. As Vatsala now will be sharing the screen again, as she was someone removed her. I'll be continuing with the chapter. Vatsala.
Guys, just a minute. Gunjan ma'am is just making me the attendee. So, could you please just bear with for some time so that I can share the manual with you? Just a minute. Kashish, you start discussing the point. Even if we do not have the screen, at least we should start discussing the point.
I'm sharing the screen with you, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
25 25 चला गया है पर बोल बोल के कुछ नहीं भी नहीं है
Ma'am, it's chapter number 6. And please mute your mic, those who all are talking. We will ask you, then you can unmute your mic.
अरे सारी गर्म निकल जाएगी तो ढक तो दो उसे ढकने तो सब गर्म निकल जाएगा
Okay, so now we are starting, and now please mute your mic, as we can hear a lot of noise from the background. As we were discussing about the common driving mistakes, we'll be talking what all we have seen, or what all are, the basic common driving mistakes. The first one is not following the speed limit. You must have seen that people do not follow the speed limit generally. As one of you said that when the road is empty, the people tend to jump the lights. That is the time when they are not following the speed limit. Then comes your distracted driving. And the people are distracted, either they are listening to music at a high level, they are talking on phone, or they are upset, or they are zoned out in their own thoughts, they are lost in their own thoughts, which causes accidents and all. That is why it is always said, or it is always been instructed, that one should never listen to music at a high pitch drive while driving a car, or he or she should not talk on the phone, and all that part. Then abrupt starts and stops. So like those who don't know how to drive, or they are learning, they suddenly start and stop the car, which can also cause problems in the engine or in the machine of the car. Then losing focus in parking lots. There are many examples of accidents happening in parking lots. As in parking lots, we have to park the car sometimes in a reverse manner also, and most of the people tend to break their backlight, or get a dent on their car, just because they are not able to park the car in a park the car. Then comes your improper lane changes. You must have seen that. You must have seen that we have always talked about that the lane should not be changed. Okay, so the lanes, people change them without knowing, and they just may just turn into another lane and crash with other cars. Then comes your being overconfident. That is also one of the reasons why accidents happen, and it is also one of the common mistakes. You must have heard uh, that being confident always lead to the person in going on bets and all. Now there are other habits also, which will be taken up by Vatsala. Vatsala.
Yes, I'll just read up. So we did losing attention, and we did becoming distracted, losing focus and all. And now we'll come to avoid driving when you're drowsy. So make sure to get adequate rest before long trips. Take breaks frequently or as required. So there are a lot of people who prefer traveling in the night, And on highways or on expressways, especially on the Agra expressway, which is so nice, that people tend to accelerate their cars to around 100 So at those highways and expressways, we tend to get drowsy because we travel at a constant speed, and the road is almost sort of empty, and we tend to get drowsy because it gets something boring. So you should not drive in the night. Then driving aggressively was taken up by Kashish. Then we'll come to making assumptions about others drivers intentions. So what we think many people do while driving is that when they drive, they tend to think that the persons or the people driving with them on the road, what could be their, they try to predict how they'll move their cars or their vehicles. And in such cases, what happens is that if the people on the road do not, their actions do not match our predictions, then obviously we tend to indulge in an accident. And then, like, we are predicting someone else's actions, someone else's ways of moving their vehicles, then other people are also predicting ours. So we have to make our attentions crystal clear by using different signals. For example, when you have to turn right, then you have to, put on your indicators and things like that. Then comes driving while upset. So this is somewhat similar to driving aggressively. When we are driving while upset, then we tend to lose focus from the road. We are indulged in our own situations of life or whatever has happened with us. Also, sometimes people who are upset and they, take in they get intoxicated and they take toxicated substances like alcohol or drugs. So drink and driving is obviously a crime. And let me tell you, drink and driving is not a civil wrong. Drink and drive is considered as attempt to murder. So it's such a grave crime. Now we'll come to the activities. Now the activity of this chapter is that when we come to the school, then we cross so many roads and all. So you have to take interviews of your peers or your friends or your siblings or anyone you like. These are the list of questions you could ask. And you can even make up your own questions, or if you find that some questions are irrelevant according to your school, I mean our school, so you can delete them. But it will be good if you do this survey or this interview. It's a very interesting activity. So guys, I think we are done with the whole manual. We are done with the whole road safety thing which we had to do. Guys, do you think that safety should always be, put only to the roads and restricted only to the roads, or safety should be implied in our lifestyle? Does anyone want to say something about it?
Ma'am, can I say?
Yeah, first tell me your name.
Ma'am, I'm David. Ma'am,
Yeah,
I
David.
think that safety should be implemented in our lifestyle because uh, we might not know what will come in our what will come in the future, and and we have to also pay attention while driving and doing things in our life. So I think road safety. I think safety should be implemented both on road on our